Hello there, and we are. See ya, ladies and gentlemen. You are welcome to another new show. See ya, guys. Yeah, I'm reshuffling things. In the channel. So, of course, I'll be keeping some original shows like the show with Oregon Guna will still be remaining down here. The show with Bant will still be here definitely, and me and Bant also have the watch along. So we always he's my brother, so we always do things. But I'll be bringing three new shows. Yeah, uh, um, there's one of the show that's called X-rated rant. Yeah, and you know that one will be coming up probably on Friday. I have another one tomorrow, which is the Premier League Talk Factory, and I have the third one, which I'm starting today with no other person than my brother. See me and this guy, yeah, the chemistry me and his brother have, yeah. There's one thing about the chemistry we have. We always like Arsenal. We love talking football. Man. Me and him, it's just like, see, yeah, it's just like two brothers, yeah, in the mountains, just slinging and shooting and killing it. See, guys, welcome to the show, the brand new show we have today, the Arsenal Vault Premier League show. And you know what? Yeah, it's me and my brother, Josh. True Gunner Right. How you doing, man? Talk to these people. How you doing? Welcome to
Yes,
our show, my brother, man. How you doing?
yes, guys. Yes, Tony. This has been long overdue, man. We're finally doing a show together. This could be
Mm,
consistently, guys. We do it on my channel next week, and then we're gonna keep rotating it pretty much. But yeah, this is our
yeah.
show, man, and Tony. So yeah, really look forward to this, man. And as always, you're always my brother. Always love coming on here, talking football, talking Arsenal with you. And yeah, man, like you said, we're brothers. So thank you very much for having me on as always, man. And really look forward to today, man.
Yeah. See, yeah, guys, yeah, this show, yeah, everything is on the table. Everything Arsenal, it's on the card. 1 week on my channel, 1 week on his own channel. So, that's how we're gonna be doing it. But man, let's get into the chopping block, yeah. Arsenal 6. And not see, we'll be talking about Brentford Arsenal. We'll also be looking into Manchester City Liverpool because that's a very big one. But again, we can't go into those matches here without talking. You see, yeah, sometimes, yeah, when you when you when you win, yeah, sometimes you just have no other choice than to enjoy the spoils of war. So right now, let's enjoy the spoils of war. Sheffield United 0, Arsenal 6. Josh, I went back to your watch along, man. Pure scenes down there, man. Talk to us, man. What do you think about that, man?
Yeah, once again, another team that we've absolutely humbled, another team that we've absolutely blitzed.
Mm,
What's that, 7 games now? We are absolutely on fire, Tony. And it's another team
mm,
where, as I said, we killed them off, man. That was the main thing. Now, going into this game, I was feeling, you know what? I was like, Monday night under the lights, away at Bramall Lane. We saw when we went to Luton Town, we saw when we went last season to Southampton, and obviously they were bottom of the league.
mm,
You can't really underestimate anyone in the Premier League because we were seeing what happens in the Premier League, really. But going into this game, I was like, okay, look, we got to keep it professional. We got to do our business, and that's exactly what we did from minute one. Yeah, we was on them straight away.
mm,
As soon as we hit the bar, I was like, yes, this will be our night yet again, where we put in a statement in the sense that, and I believe this result has put in a statement, Tony, personally, because people can sit there and say, oh, it's only Sheffield United, and I understand they're bottom of the league, and I know it's Sheffield United, and that is probably one of the worst Premier League sides I've seen in my life. By the way, they're awful. But number one, you got to play what's in front of you, and number two,
mm,
say the same thing to Man City. Yeah, Man City went there and they only won 2-1. Yeah, and it took Rodri to score in the 89th minute. So for us,
exactly.
Arsenal to go there and to pipe them by 6, and it could have been more, bro. That's the scary thing about it. We could have broke. I was
Exactly.
saying at half time, let's break the record, man. Let's go and break the Premier League record of, I think it's 10-0, the highest amount of goals
I
that's been
think
scored
it's
in one
one.
game.
I think maybe it's 9-0 or so. I'm not
Yeah,
so
it's
sure
like
if
something.
It should be maybe
Yeah,
in the 9 or so. Yeah.
yeah, it's like something like 9 nil. But I was like, honestly, it could have been more. And as I said, what I've liked about Arsenal, because I was so different when obviously we was losing in 3 games in a row. It looked
Mm,
very
mm,
bad. I mean, the fan base was divided. People were saying the season's over. And what I was
yeah.
saying, the biggest issue was we was having all these chances, we was controlling these games and playing this new system, and the issue
Mm,
was that we didn't take our chances and we wasn't killing teams off like we were last season. But now, ever since, and I keep using this like analogy, yeah, when we went to Dubai and Arteta got fed a bit of meat by Salt Bay, these last 7 games we have absolutely cooked everyone, man. Like it's mad. We're actually the end product's improved, yeah. We're killing off teams,
mm,
right?
mm,
The Arteta
mm,
has changed it around, which I said it. That's the main thing he has to do is change things around. He's played Trossard as a false nine. He's tried Havertz down the middle as well. He's brought in Jorginho. He's brought in
yeah.
Kivior, who's doing a fantastic job at left back, by the way. And this is another thing as
Mm,
well, Tony, right? These players like
yeah.
Zinchenko, they're going to struggle to get back into this team the way how Kivior's been playing recently, yeah? I don't think Kivior should be an out-and-out left back. I think we know he's a
Mm,
centre back, but for
mm,
the time being, right now, when we've got Timber out injured, when Tomiyasu's already injury prone, when Tinney's out still out on loan, right? I think Kivior is a precious fresh air than Zinchenko, because we all know that Zinchenko cannot defend. He's a midfielder.
mm.
What Kivior gives you,
But again, see, we have to open up this discussion, yeah, because what you just said now, yeah, it's a very, very wide topic. We have to go into it. Shout out to Jordan Heyman, man. Jordan Heyman, today
love
is the
Jordan, man.
first installment of our show. Definitely, you'll be coming in, late in subsequent episodes of this show. Definitely, as a guest, yeah, definitely you'll be coming in. Longhead Yeti's down here. Mama Flossie, my moderator, is down here. Paul Forwell Blue Nose is down here. It doesn't
Yeah,
get better
Paul.
than this when you see Yeti, Mama Flossie, Jordan Heyman, and Paul Forwell in your charts. Big up to these guys, yeah. Now Kane is also down here. Big up to you. See, yeah, let's open up this thing, yeah, about Kivior, yeah. See, we all know, yeah, that Zichenko has been lacking defensively. We also do know that Kivio has also played a run of games. Of course, he's not showing signs of fatigue. Yeah. But just take a look, take a live out of what has happened to William Saliba, uh, uh, um, you know, in certain weeks, yeah, that we've played. He's looked a little bit fatigued. Uh,
Mm,
for me, Gabriel has actually overtaken him as the new Rolls Royce in our defense. See, I'm not putting dirt on Saliba's name. Yeah, just hear me out. Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
but yeah, because Gabriel is scoring goals this season.
yeah.
Um, is helping out our attacks these days. Is helping us in set pieces. He's that guy in defense that's scanning the area, navigating the whole area, helping to progress the ball even, further up the pitch. I've seen him do this. Yeah, very alert in that defensive setup, even more than Saliba. I'm pitching that to a little bit of fatigue, you know, uh, creeping into Saliba's game, even if that's the best defensive duo in the league by far,
Mm,
hands down. See, I can even stretch it as far as saying the best defense right now in Europe. See, prove me wrong. Yeah, give me your stats out there from anywhere from Europe, and let's compare and contrast it with what Arsenal have right now. This is clearly the best defensive setup in England and for
mm,
me in Europe. But this is the bigger picture. We all know that Saliba's gameplay has been affected a little bit by fatigue. I don't want that to creep into Kivior's game. There will be times
yeah,
where we need to tap into the bench, yeah, and that's why when I listen to all these critics, yeah, and they're saying, hey, the same 11. No, it's not always going to be like that. Sometimes you have to tap into your bench. Yeah, I know we don't have a bench. I hear that. But again, we
yeah,
have players who are coming back. But, we have to give We have to know how to get to manage the squad properly, rest the players that need to be rested. Kivio automatically has become a very important person in this team already in less than 6 games. Of course, that's due to the tenacity of Mikel Arteta, because a couple of weeks ago I wanted this guy out of the team. I wanted it out of the football club, go to Italy. But suddenly, right now, everything has changed, and I don't just want him to just get fatigued and then he will be another a forgotten player, when he's not on form. So can't we find ways to kind of like, bring in Timber to kind of like, do
Mm,
something in that left hand side, shoulder a little bit of the responsibility so that fatigue doesn't creep in to this team. And see, Josh, you do know what happened last season in the last
yes.
10 games. Our players looked fatigued. Bukayo
Yeah.
Saka looked drained. He couldn't even string 3, 4 passes together, doubled up on, and hit left, right, and center. Uh, Martinelli, see, the wheels got fallen from him. The wheels just fell off. Yeah, in the middle of the
Mm,
park, Thomas Partey got injured. Fatigue set in. Saliba grinded to the halt. Injured. We couldn't make use of him. So these are the areas that I'm a little bit, skeptical about. Just saying Kivio should just stay there and be the general of that left back position without some certain kind of rest given to him, or some certain kind of, you know, concessions given to other members of the squad in that same, in that
mm,
same position. And mind you, this is a squad game. You have to learn how to keep other people, happy in the squad. Duran Timber will be coming back. He needs to be
yes.
happy. Tomiyasu, who also plays in that position, also have to come back. You have to
Hmm.
get these players happy too. So, what do you think we should do right
Yeah.
now? Because this is a good problem to have, but again, you have to keep the players happy, and again, you have to have a sort of like a cushion that
Mm.
should be there in place of fatigue when these players, are getting drained.
Yeah, no, you make very, very good point there, Tony. And it's a massive
Mhm.
factor with our players getting fatigued, our players sort of dropping off and getting run down towards the end of the season. I mean, you gave the prime example. The last 10 games
Mhm.
of last season we had, and you gave many players examples, likes of Saka look run down, look
Mhm.
burn out. Martinelli look burn out. Obviously, um, of Party, as you said. I mean, we all know what happens to Saliba as well. So that's a very key factor. And what I'm saying is, I don't
Yeah,
think, as I said, Kivior should not be our main left back whatsoever. I don't think he should be our starting left back, because how well he's been playing recently, I'm saying he's undroppable, in a sense that when you got someone like Zinchenko, who's our actual left back, right?
yeah,
He's going to struggle based on form to get back into this team, because how well Kivior was playing. And I
mm,
understand that obviously Timber's coming back, and at the same time, we all want Timber to come back, but at the same time, you got to understand as well, we cannot rush Timber back, because Ante has done this with
yeah,
many, many players, many players. I mean, I'll go
mm,
back to years ago when he first took over Ante. Thomas Partey was a prime
yeah,
example. Yeah. Man,
yeah,
literally, we lost to Tottenham 2-0, and he was pushing him onto the pitch. He came off saying I was
mhm,
injured. He pushed him onto the pitch. Yeah. And there's been
yeah,
times where, he's been brilliant. He brought Partey back too early as well. In I think a few seasons ago as well. Yeah. He's done this to
yeah,
certain players. So it's important not to rush Timber back. The fact that he's had the ACL injury as well is massive, because I've seen players like Hector Bellerin, had that ACL
yeah,
injury, came back and
mm,
was totally a different player in a bad way. Yeah, in a
yeah,
complete bad way. I remember Hector Bellerin had, burst up. He's one of the fast players in the Premier League at one stage.
mm,
As soon as he got that ACL injury, totally different player,
mm,
and it went downhill for him. So it's important that we don't rush players, especially when Tim's had an ACL as well. I feel he needs some more full training sessions, getting back, um, you know, give him still a few weeks personally, and then we can, start discussing whether we should be starting him at left back. And I do think we will see Timber this season. I personally think
mm,
Arteta will bring him back, and I do think he goes into that left back position. But as I said, I feel like with Kivior, Yes,
Mm,
very, very true. Like he will end up getting fatigued. And what I've noticed with him, this is what I've noticed with his game playing left back. He's not doing the inverted role yet, which I think suits him so much because we know he's a centre back. But when you got Zinchenko doing the
yeah.
inverted role, yeah, as I said, it's a breath of fresh air really because we always get caught out defensively, as we know with Zinchenko. But when we've got a natural left back there who is not doing the whole inverted stuff, we're so much more,
Mm,
solid there. And it's actually Ben White doing that now. And Ben White's doing it really well, inverting and going overlapping as well and defending at the same time. But someone like Kiwi, or for me, solid defensively. My only issue with him is going forward. He's not the type of left back to go overlap and cross balls and whip crossings in the box. I know he got a very good assist for the Sheffield United game,
mm,
but it's
yeah.
not really his game really to go up and down and sort of be that attacking and have that offense in his game. But when it comes
Mm,
defensively, the guy's solid and he's shown that. He's shown that. So yeah, I think it's a very good point that you made there. I think fatigue is going to be a massive factor, and
mm,
that's why everyone talks about us having a good squad depth. Well, we looked at that bench against Porto, and it was absolutely horrific. Yeah, and yeah, and how often have we said this about our bench, Tony? Like it's been
yeah.
horrific for many many
It's been
seasons,
horrific, man.
and we still have plenty of positions to fill in.
Mm,
So yeah, but I think it's a very good point you made there, man.
yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, see, man, let's go into the next topic, man. See, one very important guy in that midfield, yeah, no other person than Declan Rice. See, uh, 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 just look at how he played, yeah, against Sheffield United. Look at his positional play. Look at how he's just helping out in the middle of the park. Um, Jorginho gave him that space to move into advanced positions, even in that game against Sheffield United. Yeah, just allowing him to express more of himself. I'll give you an example. During the heydays of Barcelona, yeah, when they had Yaya Toure and Busquets and Xavi in the middle of the
Yeah,
park in FC Barcelona, yeah, um, people used to say, "Hey, Toure was, he's just a defensive midfielder. He's just a solid defensive midfielder, you know, uh, and he was just covering Xavi and Busquets, most of the time. But no one actually felt that he was this kind of guy that could move into advanced positions. No one felt that he was that kind of guy that could actually shoulder much, like shoulder multifarious or different kind of positions in the team, or even move in advanced positions at all. That boom, years goes by, he goes or he makes that move to Manchester City.
mm,
He evolves as a player. People and critics that were always saying, "Hey, just just protect our back four," and I'm saying, Yaya Toure is that guy to actually go down there, get us goals, move into number 8 positions, even sometimes even the 10 position, sometimes get us goals, take some shots,
yes,
and he did that, and it did that well in Manchester City. Now, that's the kind of player that I see in Declan Rice. People would say, hey,
mm,
he's a defensive midfielder. He's that kind of guy that should just stay and protect our back four. I say, no. I say this guy is £105 million signing. I say this guy is a defensive midfielder. I say this guy can play in advanced positions. I say this guy can go ahead and score more goals for Arsenal. I say this
yeah.
guy can occupy different positions in the team. What do you think about Declan Rice right now, man? And he scored a goal on Sunday, man. What a
Yeah,
goal from Declan Rice. He's
yeah,
scoring goals. That's 2 goals now in about how many games? In about 5 games or so. He's
yeah.
looking good, man.
No, 100%, 100% is looking very, very good indeed. And I think, look, I 100% agree. He can certainly play more advanced, and he's shown it. He's shown it in these games. I've
Mm,
noticed him a lot, and I think the main reason why he's given that more freedom is as you said, because of the player alongside him in Jorginho. We never saw
Yeah.
this really with Kai Havertz playing left centre mid, which is why I always said Havertz should not be playing there. We need someone else there. Because what Jorginho does is he allows Declan Rice to have that freedom to roam forward
Mm.
and just to push on
Yeah.
forward. And he comes more of like a sort of like an attacking midfielder in some sense. You know, you see him
Mm.
joining the attack multiple times now than he did before when we had Havertz there, because he's not worrying about Havertz playing left centre mid, because Havertz clearly can't do that. Whereas Jorginho, he's
Definitely.
experienced. You know, he has that. As I said, I think I said it to you last time. I like Jorginho playing him in the midfield. I don't think
Mm.
we're playing week in, week out, because I don't think that's that type of player. But he gives you that stability in the midfield, which is why he's so key and so important to these big games that we play, and why he's turned out to be man of the match in majority of the games. Like Liverpool had an excellent game against Man City, right? You know, Newcastle was superb. These big games, you can rely on Jorginho because he comes in, he has that experience as well, you know,
Mm.
and he allows Declan Rice to have that freedom to, you know, go forward. He's like, you know what, I'll sit back. You just go forward and do your thing. Whereas we had
It's just-
Havertz there, and Havertz didn't know what he was doing at left centre mid. Let's be real with it, people. And he
Mm.
was slowing things down. That's why I said do
Yeah.
not play Havertz left centre mid. I was so confused. And now Arteta's not doing that. He's playing him as like a centre forward type role. It's really working out. But yeah, Declan Rice, 100%. He can play DM. You know, as you said, Rome literally have the freedom to go and attack as
Yeah.
well. I mean, I do agree, Tony. I do believe he can get more goals than him as well. I really do agree. I 100% agree. I think this guy can get more goals for us as well, Declan Rice. But
Mm.
no, this guy has been an unbelievable signing. I've been absolutely superb. It's like when I do my player ratings, yeah, every single time I go to Declan Rice, I'm gonna say, yeah, all we need to say is his name. Yeah, because that's how consistent the guy is. Yeah, Declan
Exactly,
Rice,
man.
solid 8 out of 10 every single game. Yeah, he always keeps things consistent, and that's
Mm.
the main thing. That's why you pay the money
And
is
that's why
consistency.
you paid him money. That's why you paid him money. Shout out to RD12, man. Rory,
Big up
how
my
you
man,
doing,
bro.
man? Big up, brother, man. I hope to see Rory in the next episode, man. Rory can join
Yeah,
us. Let's have a bit of a, of a meeting, yeah. With our brother in the second episode. Of course, that will be on your channel. But
yes,
see, because you know what, yeah, Josh. I have this problem with Chelsea fans, yeah, because at the start of the season, Chelsea fans were all saying and comparing Declan Rice to a dead player in the midfield, comparing him to Enzo, comparing him to what's the other guy down there?
Caicedo.
Caicedo.
Yeah,
Oh, my days. Are you kidding me? Are this guy smoking bush comparing Declan Rice to to those lots, to those demons? Yeah. See, this guy is the truth. It is the truth. And if you give him more space, yeah, to move into advanced positions, this guy will literally kill teams. And you know what? Yeah, his passing game is totally underrated. I believe people underrate his movement. Declan Rice is a fast player. People think because he's big, not really big, but he's bulky for a defensive midfielder. Normally, of which defensive midfielders traditionally used to be bulky, yeah. But again, I just really feel like his passing game. I feel his progression game is a little bit underrated. Yeah, in this team,
100%.
not many people really rate it, and I want to start seeing those ratings go up because his passing game it has improved. It's progressing. And transitional play has progressed. His dwells, that he gets in totally. And again, Arsenal is, mashing up this other teams in the middle of the park. So, his overall gameplay is totally changing, and and I just want to start seeing those changes, with this critics, and I want to stop seeing this critics, yeah, compare him to Caicedo and Enzo and this dead players. Or what do you think? Do you think it equals to Caicedo and Enzo and all these dead players?
Absolutely no chance. And Chelsea fans
Mm.
a bit delusional, Tony. I'm not gonna lie. I mean,
Yeah,
let's be real with it. I
salty.
mean, I can get into a whole topic about Enzo Fernandez. Nobody
Big
knew
ups
the
True
guy.
Gunners. Big ups
Nobody knew the
Anthony
guy. Yeah,
Herbert.
big up to him, man. Real one. But yeah, nobody knew Enzo Fernandez really until we had that World Cup with Argentina. So,
Exactly,
most
man.
overhyped. I'm sorry, he's so overhyped. He's so overrated in my opinion. Not rated
Overhyped
anywhere
player.
an ounce
Totally
one
overhyped.
bit. And to compare him to Declan
Mm,
Rice, to compare him to Declan Rice, I just find absolutely baffling. Caicedo, I was always a fan of Caicedo personally, yeah. When he's at Brighton,
mm.
obviously, and I was really
I even
like the
wanted
idea.
him in at Arsenal.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
wanted him
yeah. I
in.
wanted him. I
Yeah,
wanted us to sign him as well. I really like the idea because I watched him at Brighton. I watched him Ecuador, and I thought, you know what, this guy actually looks pretty decent. But
mm.
yeah, at Chelsea, it's not worked out from one bit. Not worked out from one bit, and he's been
Far
not
from it.
yeah, far from it this season. So I don't know what they're thinking comparing. It's typical Chelsea. Honestly, typical Chelsea fans though, isn't it? Trying to compare
Mm.
their midfielders to Declan Rice. Let's turn it in, Chelsea fans. Yeah. But no,
Come on.
shouldn't he be on the same anywhere near the same level, man? Declan Rice astronomically clear. Simple as that.
Wait. Is he the best defensive midfielder in the world right now? Wait, let's get this correct. Who? No. Let's call them. Who are the big shots in Europe? Let's call it. Let's open it up.
Okay, so
Who is
Premier
the
League.
best
I
defensive
think
midfielder? No.
we're talking
Okay, Rodri. Okay,
Rodri.
but
Yeah, we're talking about Rodri in the Premier League
but
for me.
but again, Rodri hasn't been the same this season, man. Let's get
True.
that correctly. He hasn't
But
really
he's
looked good.
but the thing is, you see how key he is to Man City. Look when he wasn't at Man City. Like look when he was missing them 3 games. I think they lost they dropped points in
Mhm.
all 3 to 4. So he's a vital
Yeah,
player
they
and
did.
he's unbelievable, Rodri. Um,
Hmm.
if we go across world football in terms of DM
Yeah,
wise, I certainly think Rice based on this season is certainly up there. I do think he's up there, but
yeah.
you got
That's
players.
what
You
I'm
got
Just
players
give me
like
one name. Okay, just give me two. Give me two names. Two names
okay above
of
Declan Rice right now for me. I'm going off my top of the head, guys. I probably am missing a few, but Rodri for me, and
yeah.
yeah, I think Rodri. I'm trying to think of other across the world really right now. But if you're basing it on form, honestly,
It's Declan Rice. It's
yeah, I'm
Declan
trying to.
Rice. It's Declan Rice.
Yeah,
Who? Is it Kamavinga? Who? Kamavinga is not. If bro, who?
Camavinga's
Name?
been playing left back as well for Real Madrid.
Exactly, man.
Okay.
So let's be fair. Yeah, exactly. So let's
I
be
was,
fair.
I was gonna say
If you is it
Tuchemeni, but
Endo? No. Endo? No.
no.
Exactly. Who? Who is the
No.
best defensive midfielder? Exactly, man. So it takes us back to Declan Rice. Who? Name one. Real Madrid is that big shot team. Okay, who else again? Who?
Oh, yeah. I mean, you can go to Real Madrid, but I was going to say Tuchemeni, but he's playing centre back as well for Real Madrid this season.
It's
So you can't even,
exactly.
so you can't
You
even put him
can't.
in there 'cause he's playing centre back.
And Barcelona is shit this season. Who else again? Who? Which team? So that's what I'm saying. Declan Rice, Deckers, is the best. Granit Xhaka, okay. But we do know, yeah, in this league, yeah, that Granit Xhaka can't do what Declan Rice is doing in this league. Let's get that correctly. Granit Xhaka played at least in the UK for about 7 seasons, and he had only just one good season for Arsenal. So,
Mhm.
in what basis, Drew? Yeah, are we judging Granit Xhaka and putting him head to head over Declan Rice? I don't think so.
Yeah, honestly,
Even if he's on form in Bayer Leverkusen.
yeah. No, honestly, there's not many out there right now that top Declan Rice, Tony. Not many out there really. It's kind of
Exactly,
mad.
man.
That's how
Exactly. Yeah.
that's how good this guy is, man. That's how important this
I
guy is to Arsenal, man.
I bet anyone in the chart, give me a defensive midfielder by Rodri, yeah, of which that one is still even contestable as it is, because we all know that Rodri isn't really in top gear this season. Yeah, let's be very fair and frank. So let's throw away Rodri, yeah. Name me just one in the charts. Give me one. Yeah, we've already dispelled this Granit Xhaka stuff. Just give me one. It's Declan Rice. He's the best. When you talk about form, when you talk about the overall gameplay, this is the guy. He is.
Mm.
I don't see anyone. But again, see, let's move away. Yeah, let's move away from from this guy and get into something very important I want to show you right now. See, look at this right now, Josh. Yeah. And just want you to take a look at this. I hope you can see this, Josh.
Let's have a look. Yeah. I can see it, man.
Yeah, Josh, yeah, I need not to talk about the goals we've scored, but we have to go to it, man. Let's go to the stats. Bukayo Saka played 26 games, yeah, scored 13. Can you see the second person on that list?
Kai Havertz, Tony.
Mm.
Kai Havertz.
Now, Kai Havertz. Now we need to talk, Josh. We
Oh
need to
boy.
talk. See, Josh, yeah, at the start of the season, I didn't give this guy a chance. I judged him totally by every means possible with what happened with him at Chelsea Football Club. Yeah, coming down here, and of course with the people I roll with, they never gave him a chance. Yeah, you know. In fact, many of them shit on him in his first two games. They said, "Hey, just sell him off. Sell him, take him away." I went to the terrace, and I told them at the terrace that why did we sign this guy? It's an
Mm.
absolute waste. Rewind, just fast forward till now, yeah. And the stats here is showing us that Kai Havertz has scored 7 goals. He is the second highest goal scorer. I can't believe I'm saying it, Josh. I can't believe I'm saying this. He is the second highest goal scorer for the Arsenal this season with 7 goals. He's tied up with Leandro Trossard this season with also 7 goals. Guess what? He also has assists for Arsenal this
Yeah.
season. 3 assists for Arsenal this season. Josh, what are we talking here? This guy have made me look like an absolute donut. Yeah, like an orange in some streams. Yeah, to be sincere, because whenever he puts that goal into the net, what comes to my mind is the criticism I give this guy. I give him only 10 games. Josh, were we a bit unfair for the criticism we gave to this guy?
I wouldn't
Clearly he's
say
scoring
for
goals.
me.
Clearly he's
Yeah,
our
okay.
second highest goal scorer this season. Clearly he has
Yeah.
outscored Gabriel Jesus. Clearly he has outscored the golden boy in the eyes of Mikel Arteta. I'm talking of the king of Zamunda. Yeah? Eddie Nketiah. Clearly he has outscored all these people. He has outscored Martinelli. He has outscored all these guys, yeah, that we actually thought that would help us out. Even Trossard in some cases. He has even passed out more assists and put up more assists than Trossard. So he is the king
Mm.
after Bukayo Saka, whether we like it or not. And is an important fabric of our gameplay this season. Without him, it doesn't work. We've seen it. The proof is in the pudding. And he has 7 goals to show us, put it up in our faces and say, this is my credentials. This is what I've done this season. Tell me someone who has done it better than me, apart from the star boy himself.
Well, firstly, to answer your question, I don't think we was unfair because he got 65 million, Tony. We had the right to criticize that. I think, especially coming from uh, Chelsea as well, and splash 65 million on Kai Havertz, who, as I said, I sit by, and I'm still stand by my opinion. By the way, I'm not sitting this. I'm not sitting there saying, "Oh, he's proved me wrong" and all this stuff. Yeah, I'm still sitting by my opinion where I criticize the signing because I think it was, for me, a baffling signing, in my opinion, to splash that much money on the
Hmm.
guy who I've seen 3 years at Chelsea Football Club, to suggest to me
Yeah,
the guy's not consistent enough, and the guy when it comes to the end product is not good enough in that aspect as well. However,
yeah.
right, what I will say is I'm also fair. I'll give credit where credit's due to Havertz because ever since Arteta has played him down, this centre forward role, right, he's
Hmm.
looked a lot better,
Yeah,
and he's scoring
yeah.
more goals now, and he's having more consistent performances. Yeah, that's for me, and I think that's because, as I said, we've changed him. I think he suits a lot more playing down the middle, whereas playing in that left centre mid role. I said
Mm.
it weeks ago when we did shows before. I said I cannot stand him. I said onset, change him, get rid of him. I don't want to see him in left centre mid
Sell
because
him away.
he's
Yeah,
he's so
sell him.
slow.
That's what we said.
It was
Mm.
so it's
Mm.
so slow in the left centre mid role. Yeah, once he's playing him down centre forward and he's getting goals, right? And he's playing a lot more better and a lot more consistent. And that's all I asked when we first signed the guy. When you pay that much money, all I asked for is consistency from Havertz. All right, and these past couple of games
Mm.
he's been playing pretty decent, and I could sit there and say, you know what, credit where credit's due. But we've still got quite a lot of, we've still got about 10, 11 plus Champions League games. We've got about 12, 13 games left of this season, maybe even a bit more than that, guys. Yeah. It's not like he's changed my mind completely. I'm not going to sit there and say, "Oh, you've proved me wrong, Havertz." So I'm not going to sit there and
No,
say,
I get that. I get that when you say that. But is there any other player apart from the star boy who has always been carrying us seasons over? Yeah, apart from the star boy who equates to him right now. Like I wanted to call a spade a spade. Shout out to Jamio. Jamio is down here and he says, "Big ups to MEFC Global. That's our guy. That's my graphic artist also too. And Drew Gonis
"Big
is
up to
also
him,
my
man."
graphic artist too in a way. Big ups to you, but he's also my moderator. Jamil says something. He says Rodri is a cheating prick. Yeah, I do agree. Constantly going out of his way to try and injure his opposition players and get sucked off for it. But Xhaka, Romero, Casemiro have the exact opposite reputation for it. Yeah, I get that. But Casemiro isn't Declan Rice level. Let's get that correctly. Yeah. Romero, come on, man. Brother, are these guys, remove Granit Xhaka, yeah? Let's don't put dust on his name. He's played here. But Casemiro, is he Declan Rice level this season? Is he? Josh?
No, no, absolutely no chance, man. Absolutely no chance.
No, man.
Casemiro, absolutely no chance. Based on the form currently, absolutely no chance.
Are you serious, bro? No, man. None of these people could step up to Declan Rice's season. But again, before we run off script here, we're talking about Kai Havertz, man. So, man, see, Josh, there is no one here apart from the star boy who can lay claim to that to say that that they've outscored Kai Havertz this season. He's done it.
No,
He's
no,
done it
yeah,
all.
and yeah, that's why
He's
I'm giving
hell.
credit to him, Tony. That's why I'm saying
Yeah,
credit where credit's
exactly.
due.
He's the one putting in tackles. He's done it this season. He's done it. So when we say we're not totally sold, me too. I've said that we're not totally sold. We're not. Then who in this team has done what he's done apart from the star boy?
Mm. Yeah, but don't you also think that's because part of our attack as
Who
well
else has
hasn't
done
been
what
that?
he's done?
Don't you think that part of our attack's not been out of the best this season as well? Because if you that's
Okay.
one of the main things. That's one of the main things. Like, no, and I'm not taking anything away from Havertz because, as you said, I mean, the stats are there, but at the end of the day, right, the attack's not been as firing as it was. And I know we've been superb in the past 7 games, but before that, people, that's what we're talking about as the main issue was highlighting is like this attack. I mean, we
Mm,
had 30 shots against West Ham. The attack was awful. The end product was shocking. The final third was when it got to the final third, we didn't know what we was doing with it. So I think
mm,
partly our winners as well. I've always said Martinelli's not looked like his best this season than he has done last season. It's the same with even though Saka. I mean, Saka's not been at his best, but look at his stats. I mean, yeah, he's been Starboy's still doing the business. Yeah, some
Starboy
like
is doing
Jesus
the
as
business.
well. Jesus as well for me is not been to that level at all, really. So I think, look, I'm not taking anything away from Havertz because, as I said, he's been playing well, and I've gave him big credit in the past couple since he's really started down the middle there. But
Mm,
I'm always thinking to my same opinion, really, the fact that when we signed the guy, don't know what we was thinking. Really, there's better players out there that we could have got cheaper as well, by the way. And
mm,
I still think the guy is an inconsistent player. I still think the guy needs to work on his end product. But as I said, I'm fair. I can give credit where credit's due for Havertz, and he's been playing well the past couple of games. Let's see if he can keep it up.
But again, see, what do you want him to do? What do you want him to do?
Keep his
Because
form up. Keep his form up.
we're complaining he wasn't scoring goals. He's scoring goals right now. He's assisting in the team. He's putting in challenges. He's putting in challenges. Yeah, he's posting assists. Is scoring goals. He's become an intricate member of that first 11. Like what else does he have to do? And most times he doesn't play as a central striker. Most times he plays as a left
Yes.
sided centre mid. So so even we have to even be a little bit giving when we are talking about, hey, score more goals, because he's not playing as a striker for us. So, like, what do you want him to do now for you to say, hey, that it's worth it? Like, what does he have to do? Because he has evolved this game. He has clearly evolved. He's now scoring more goals. He's now assisting. He's not getting it at the end of tackles. He's no more getting this crazy yellow cards again. He's formed this deep partnership with most of our attacking players. He's opening up quite well. Like, what does he have to do?
Keep this form consistent for the rest of the season. That's why you pay the money. That's why you pay that amount of money for Declan Rice. Yeah, that if that's what I want, 65 million, I expect him consistently. All right, you can have an off day here and there. I expect it to be this consistent, week in, week out.
Week in, week out.
Simple as that.
Simple as that. Good. See ya, Josh. Yeah, 31 goals. Jesus Christ. 31 goals in 7 games. It doesn't get better than this. But you know what? Yeah, that's on the other side. Yeah. But Arsenal is going to these away teams. Yeah. Smacking them up. Yeah. Pressing their necks. Yeah. Snapping them up. Yeah. Making them beg. Yeah, for air, but see, they're gasping for oxygen. They can't even get any. Sheffield United on the day, poor defending. I saw Trusty playing down there, and that just took me back to why we dumped a Trusty to Sheffield United in the first place. He didn't even play a Premier League game for Arsenal. That's how bad this player is. And seeing Trusty look dusty in that Sheffield United back four, oh my days. This guy's the literal definition of shit. Yeah, this guy can't defend. The defenders they had there can't defend. Yeah, these are overpaid morons down there. You know Bukayo Saka is gonna cut in from the left to from the right to the left. You know he's gonna cut in. You never did your homework. Sheffield United looked poor. But most of all, Arsenal is forming this habit here of making this away teams, leave their stadiums, in as early as the 17th minute, they started leaving their seats at Bramall Lane. West Ham, the same thing. After half time, supporters started leaving the team, started leaving the stadium. Bro, what is happening, man? We're doing this everywhere. Although it would give me pride if we could go to the Etihad and do this to Manchester City. But man, what do you think, man? We're pummeling these teams, we're increasing our goal difference, and we're making these teams, we're making the supporters give up hope in their team and they leave the stadium. This is what Arsenal is doing, man. Talk to us, man.
Yeah, exactly, bro. No mercy, Tony. Showing these no teams no mercy whatsoever. Killing the teams off, which always is the main thing, which we was doing last season for the start of that, which is why we was in a title race. Just killing teams off, and that was the main thing I said. Like when we was going on that awful, dipping run of form where everything was going wrong. I was like, we're struggling to break teams down. When teams play this whole low block tactic, we struggle to break them down. But yeah, as I said, what's that? 31 goals in 7 games, people. Yeah, that's a big thing as well. Because look, I still think like this Premier League title race for me, I see it going all the way down to the wire, and I still think goal difference will be a big factor in it personally. So we lead on goal difference at the moment, And and it just shows you literally like next week, and I know we'll talk about it later, but we obviously the massive game at Anfield, like we beat Brentford. We play them first. We play before
Mhm.
City and Liverpool play. They get a draw. We go top of the league just like that. So goal
Yeah.
difference is obviously a massive factor as well. So yeah, that's the main thing. We're scoring goals now. All right, and I think because obviously we're seeing how most of our goals this season. I think it's like obviously 17, 18 set pieces. I think that's been a massive part of our goals. I think like 30% of our goals we scored is from set pieces, man. And you've certainly seen them tweak it, playing Declan Rice, doing the corners. Declan Rice is on corners, Declan Rice is on the set
Mm.
pieces, is on the free kicks,
Nah,
and you got Gabriel bagging goals for fun, mate. Yeah,
no.
how many goals Gabriel, our centre back, scored, man? It's crazy, right?
I think five
Um,
goals. I think he has scored
is it
five
5
goals
goals?
this season.
Is it 5 goals?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's crazy.
it's 5 goals.
It's
It's
crazy.
top
So
four of our highest goal scorers this season.
yeah,
He scored
I wanna
5 goals.
look, we can all laugh about going to Dubai and Arteta getting fed a bit of meat, but I honestly think they've certainly changed lots of stuff and they've tweaked lots of things, and it's really working out for us. I think trying out a new striker as well. Playing Trossard, I really like the idea of playing Trossard as a centre forward. I think we've been crying out for the start of the season really to see Trossard as a
Mm,
centre forward, and he's been cooking, man. Yeah, ever since
yeah,
that guys came in, every single game that guy makes an impact. Whether it's off the bench, he
yeah.
still comes on and makes an impact. So, really like to see him playing there. Obviously as a false nine. I think, yeah, as I said, we are killing teams off, and that is the main thing. I still think we still have some big tests ahead of us, though, people. And as much as we're playing very, very well, and we are scoring goals for fun, and the defense is looking very, very solid as well. We kept the most clean sheets in the Premier League now. Even like special mention, by the way, to Raya as well, because I think he stepped
Mm,
up massively, and it's
yeah.
quite embarrassing. This was just my opinion, yeah. It's quite embarrassing how half our fans, yeah, who was at the game. I can't remember what game it was, but when he was in goal, they was singing Ramsdale's name when Bright was in goal. I don't know if you remember that. I found that embarrassing.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. It's embarrassing, man.
it's
It's
it's like, yeah,
embarrassing.
like what is going on there? But he's came in recently, and I've noticed a lot for my build-up play as well. It comes from
Mm.
Raya. He's the key to to part of our
Is the
build-up play as
key
well, I
also.
think.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
So yeah,
I think
big.
there was a goal. Which game did he throw the ball
Uh,
and initiated
was it
an attack? He just threw the
who was
ball
it?
and gave it to Gabriel Jesus, and
Was
Gabriel
it
Jesus
West
kind of
Ham?
like
Was it
squared
West Ham
it.
away?
I think it was Crystal Palace.
Oh, sorry. Was it Crystal Palace at home? Yeah,
I think it was Crystal Palace. He just threw the ball and Gabriel Jesus
yeah,
just squared it. I think
yeah. I
to
remember what you
Martinelli
mean. Yeah.
or so.
Mm. But
Yeah,
no,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
big.
So yeah, it's an important part of how we play actually. So
Big.
but
Yeah,
again, he's
big.
gotten lots
Praise
of
to him.
clean sheets this season, man. I think he's gotten 11 clean sheets this season.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. He's we've kept the most clean sheets in Premier League this season. The defense has improved
Mm,
massively as well. Gabriel scoring more goals. I said
mm,
Kivior's been looking very good at left back. I said fresh air from Zinchenko.
yeah,
And yeah, honestly, it's looking very, very good. But we still got some big tests, man. So I'm not getting too carried away.
depth,
We
yeah.
we are certainly up there, man. We're certainly up there in the race. And I think, as I said,
But wait, when you say carried away, yeah,
yeah,
what do you mean by carried away? We're beating these
Tony,
teams. We're
I'm
pummeling these
yeah,
guys,
I get that,
beating
Tony.
them
Tony,
up. They're
I get
gasping
that.
for oxygen. We're
Yeah.
pumping, see, yeah, we're pounding them five,
Yes.
6-0. When was the last time you heard,
No.
yeah, that a team is leading 5-0 in the first half? When was the last time you heard that?
Of
That's
course. But
that's Premier League history Arsenal just made in the last game. Even you just said it down here that Man City struggled to get a win at Sheffield United.
yeah, they did.
What are we talking here? I'm
Hold
not
on,
saying
hold
come
on,
to the
hold on,
streets
hold
and
on.
dance around. I'm not saying that, man. But come on, man.
Have we not learned our
We
lesson
have
from
to come.
last season, Tony? Have we not learned our lesson from last season?
I know, but how
We
many
was
teams have
8
we
points
snapped?
clear. We was literally 8 points clear, and I was getting on the bandwagon, jumping up and down. I think we all were. Yeah, 8 points clear, giving it all the big un,
Were
and
we
we
doing
completely
it
capitulated.
convincingly though? But again, were we winning convincingly though?
We were
Last
last
season
season
we
winning
were beating
convincingly as
teams like
well.
not convincingly, maybe 2-1, 3-1, 1-0. We had we had lots of 1-0 wins last season. We sneaked in and won those games last season. There were lots of games where one
Of
two
course.
one 1-0. Yeah, I'm talking of these games that were mauling these teams 5-6.
Yeah.
Beating
So the thing,
Liverpool, bro, this is utter domination. And the way and the manner with which we're doing these things, yeah, it's not something we have to keep quiet about because that's what
no, of
these
course.
rival fans want us to do, to just shut up and look at Arsenal. Just shut up, don't say anything. And I'm sorry, man. I know in the grand scheme of things, we're not supposed to, talk too much or over celebrate. I totally get that. But again, these rival teams don't want us to actually enjoy because part of football, yeah. I don't know why people act like this. Part of football is also to enjoy, yeah, and gain satisfaction when your team it's playing at the optimal level. Arsenal in the past 7 games, Josh, have been playing at the optimal level. Why can't we sit back and enjoy? I didn't say
Of
celebrate. Why
course.
can't we enjoy these wins? Why can't we enjoy the share of of spoils
Okay. Okay. So
got
Tony,
it
I'll
from
ask you
this
this
land?
question. So we're winning the league, yeah. So
We're in that
so we're winning the
conversation.
league.
No,
Yeah,
no,
that's
no.
what
We're in the
that's what I'm
conversation.
saying.
When was the last time you saw 3 teams at this stage of the Premiership after 27 games in 60 something points? When? You wouldn't find it.
Yeah,
You wouldn't
exactly.
find it. This is a unique one. So Arsenal is in that conversation, whether we like
Of
it or
course.
not. Yeah,
Of
exactly. So
course.
it's 50-50-50 for all, everyone, 50-50. We
But
have, in fact, we have the biggest chance of even getting this title on Saturday. If we beat Brentford, which is our next
yes.
topic, if we beat Brentford, we go top of the table. Josh, what are we talking about here?
With me, right? I've learned my lesson from last season, not getting carried away too early, Tony. It was literally in our hands. It was
Carry
8 points clear last season, and it took a bottom of league to play against bottom of league side Southampton, and we capitulated. So it takes one injury as well to Saliba. We capitulated. So look, I agree. We've been superb. These past 7 games, we're putting in statements as well. That's what I said. The prime example was on City. Yeah, it seems like City goes to Sheffield United. They only won 2-1. We won 6-0. Yeah, we're smashing, destroying teams. All right, and we're putting in these big statements. And I agree, we are certainly up there. And we are for sure in that conversation, and we have the right to be in the conversation. And as you said, we can go top literally if we beat Brentford and
on
a result
Saturday,
goes
we
our
can
way
go top of the
on
league.
Saturday. Exactly, but I'm not going to sit there and say we'll win the league just yet. What I'm saying is a big test. We've got to go to Etihad. Yeah, we've got to go. Even yeah, like the Etihad away will be the biggest game of the season for me. Yeah, because
In
you
current
know
form, but again, Josh, in current form, do you think Man City will say with chest that they will smash Arsenal with the way we're playing? Do you think that we will go to the Etihad and
I
car?
think I think this is the
If
best
Mikel
chance that
Arteta,
we've
I know
ever had.
Mikel Arteta can be an idiot sometimes, but
Yeah.
if he keeps the way, if he keeps, the players in shape, puts
Mm,
everything on point, gets his tactics on point, and we play against Man City, do you think
mm.
that Man City, even before we step in to the ATR, do you think they will
I
belittle us? I don't think so,
Yeah,
man. Head to head, we're playing the best brand of
of
football in
course.
Europe.
Yeah, no, 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 no. And I think this is the best chance that we've had in years going to the Etihad
Mm,
and playing playing this Man City side. I mean, I think even low City this season, I look at them defensively. They've been a bit shaky in my opinion. Watching them at the back defensively. So honestly,
yeah.
like it's a massive game, and I think this is one of the best chances that we've had. I'm very very confident going into the game, going into the Etihad game. But yeah, we've got to go Etihad. We've got to go Tottenham away, North London derby. Away from home. We drew them this
Mm,
season at the Emirates. That'd be a tough game. Old Trafford as well. Yeah, as much as people come back to
mm,
Man United, our record's just atrocious at Old Trafford. It's honestly laughable. So, and even some of the grounds, like even say like Aston Villa comes to the Emirates under Emery. Yeah, we've seen Emery out tactic on set already. Like that is a game I'm I'm
mm,
I'm a bit cautious about. So there's still games there where there's some big tests coming up for Arsenal still, and as much we can
yeah.
enjoy it. Yeah, of course we can enjoy it. We can, we can come with chess as well, Tony. We can come with chess. When it's that City game, the way we've been playing, as I said, this is why I'm so confident. We can come with chest. We've been piping teams now, all right, and you can sit there and say, Phil,
Mm.
yeah, we have the right to be confident going into these big games. We can actually get something here. Yeah. So
Yeah,
look,
yeah.
of course,
See,
be
we've earned the
happy.
right. And
Yeah,
Josh, you keep forgetting that we beat Liverpool. See, but why are why are even Arsenal fans even forgetting these things here? We beat the number one team, top of the table, Liverpool, the so-called boogie team. We beat them at home 3-1. We went down to Anfield and got a draw. Like, why do we just forget the state? We easily forget that we beat Man City easy this season. Twice, not once, twice this season. We just throw that out the window. Come on, man. If we're going to City, I'm not saying we're going to do this. I'm just saying that, see, we're not going to we're in this. The same way City is in this is the same way Arsenal is in this.
of
Like,
course.
it's toe to toe.
No,
Josh,
it
Josh, you
really
have to
is.
feel me, man. Feel me, my
Oh,
brother,
of
man.
course. No, Tony,
Feel
I
what I'm
agree with
talking
you,
about,
bro.
man.
I mean,
It's 50-50,
I
man. 50-50.
Of
It's
course, no,
50-50.
that's what I'm saying. I think I said it like ever since this title race been occurring. Like I think this is a three horse race, and I think this will go down to why this is one of the best races I've seen in my lifetime. People like growing up, I've not seen three teams go at it. Yeah, at this stage of the season,
Mm,
and I think it's going to go down to the wire. I think I know Liverpool and Man City play each other. We got to play Man City again. Um,
mm,
but I think Liverpool, even when we beat them, they bounced back and they kept it consistent, even with the injuries that they had as well.
mm.
Man City's Man City in the day. They can go on a consistent run whenever they want. Yeah, it's Man
Yeah.
City, and obviously for us as well, we're doing the business as well. So I generally think that this title race will come down to the wire, and I think we're certainly in there as well. All right, I think we have the right and we deserve to be here as well, and I think it's going to go down to the wire.
It's gonna
And
go down to the wire.
that's what I
Good and
want to do,
okay.
Tony. That's what I want. Yeah, that's what
Good.
we have to
Good. I
compete
hear
to the
you.
end, Tony. We have to compete to the end.
De- Definitely, I hear you, man. Because even me too. I got sunk in last season. Yeah, I know where you're coming from. But again, we have to go toe to toe with these teams. And Mandy, we're doing this back to back. So we just have to go toe to toe, man. Because there's no need like pulling back. There's no time for pulling back. In fact, see, you know what? Yeah, actually, this is even the best season to win that trophy. I would even value, yeah, winning this trophy this season, yeah, than
Mm,
even winning it last season. This season will be more sweeter. Do you know why? Because last season, yeah, we're just going head to head with
yeah,
Pep Guardiola. That's just
yeah,
one coach who's won the league numerous times. But this season, we're going head to head with two managers who have experience in winning the title. So if we do win this this title, yeah, you are beating two seasoned managers who know how to win. Number one, two seasoned managers who've won the Champions League, two seasoned managers who know how and what it means to go into a title run in. If we win it this season, it's a more sweeter win than last season.
agreed,
So
100%.
yeah, but again, we'll keep it in. Sometimes good to have this argument with you, man. So so that when I come on your home turf, we'll come to. But see, let's go into this Liverpool Man City game, man. In the weekend, man, on Sunday, Super Sunday. That's what they call it. See, who do you have on that game, man? And what do you think, we should be looking at in that game? What should Arsenal
Mm,
fans be, who should we be supporting? Should we be supporting anyone? Or should we just be hoping for a draw? That-
I th- yeah,
I'll
I
go with
mean,
your word
yeah,
first.
I think ideal situation for me would be a draw in the game, and we beat Brentford, of course, and we do go top. But yeah, as for this game, it's going to be absolutely massive. Of course, we know Liverpool
Mm,
already got a very good result against them
mm.
at Etihad. They actually drew them, if you guys remember. So when it's at Anfield
Yeah,
as well. And I know, yeah, like they got injuries, man. No Allison. I don't know if Salah's back for them. I don't think he is really. So their recent games they've been sort of relying on their youngsters, and their youth have been doing the business for them, really. Um,
Mm,
but I still fancy Liverpool to get a point out of this really against Man City, due to the fact it's Etihad. It's like this is the biggest game for me of the season for both these sides so far. Like at the end of the day, Anfield, we know when these types of games it can get rocking. Yeah, the
mm.
atmosphere will be buzzing with this type of game as well. So I think that's a big factor being the fact that it's at Anfield number one. Um, oh, someone said Salah's back, so there we go. Yeah,
Yeah,
Salah's back.
Salah's
Apparently.
back.
So
Salah's
so
back.
so
So
yeah,
that's
yeah. So Salah's back. So
mm,
yeah, but yeah, no. I do fancy Liverpool. Getting a draw out of this, and I think this will be a best result for Arsenal as well. Of course, a draw. You know, I'm I'm probably gonna go with 1-1, like it was at the Etihad, really. Um, but yeah, I think a draw will be if we're looking as Arsenal fans, draw will be good for us because we beat Brentford. Obviously, we played before them as well.
yeah.
So there's not really that. Obviously, there's pressure on Arsenal winning, but there's not. Have you noticed like most of the times we play after them, and all eyes go on Arsenal, for example, to get the win. So with the fact we're playing before them now, if we do our thing, then we can sit back and watch that game and just
Mm.
have not really have that stress that we've been having over the past couple of weeks. But no, this is gonna be a massive game, man. Absolutely massive game. I know City.
Absolutely massive.
I know Champions League's on right now. I think City are like 2-0 up already. So
Yeah,
yeah, they're
but you
firing.
know,
And yeah, I
against
mean,
bomb teams. Come on, man. We all know Europe
yeah, it's
is
Copenhagen.
there are lots of bombs in that. It's Copenhagen. Come on, man.
It's Copenhagen.
Let's
It's
not let's
Copenhagen,
play
but
around
yeah.
this. Come
But
on,
at the end
man.
of the yeah, but
These
at the
are
end
the
of the day,
bomb. Come on, man.
with
These are
City this
bombs,
season, right? I've seen teams actually get at them. Really, I've seen teams actually give them a run for their
Bournemouth.
money.
Look at
Really,
Bournemouth. Look at Bournemouth in the
yeah,
last 10 games.
yeah. I
Yeah, big
mean,
run for their money.
as I said, their defense this season as well.
City are
City,
just bullies. They're bullies. They're just bullies. They're
I
just
think their
bullies.
defense has been awful, Tony, this season.
When they smell blood, they go for the kill. But if they
Mm,
see that you're a team that's so resistant to their gameplay, resistant to their ball possession kind of game that they play most of the time, they will respect you. And that's the same thing that happened against Bournemouth because in the last 20 minutes, I couldn't even see where Rodri was. Uh, Kevin De Bruyne was losing the ball left, right, and center. When you and that's why I have a good feeling going into this game, yeah, this month by the end of the month with Manchester City, yeah. I, I have this comfortable feeling going down there because I just feel like if see Man City have been giving the ball away, yeah, most of the time. Something they were not really doing last season. They give the ball away so easily these days. And right now that Arsenal have some certain kind of midfield generals right now that will make you pay when you lose the ball, eh, that might be a duel. And you know what? I fancy Arsenal midfielders to win that duel against Man City. We will see. Yeah, March 31st. Let's see. Let's see what
mm,
happens. Yeah. Yeah, but to my own thoughts about this Man City stuff, yeah, we'll soon be going in some matter of minutes. But see, yeah, in this Man City case versus Liverpool, I want it to be a draw because if we win against Brentford on Saturday,
yeah.
we'll go automatically top of the league. We'll dance about. We'll be happy. First time since Christmas that we've ascended that position. But again, if Liverpool wins that game, I'm sorry, they have the keys in winning the title because they could go on this certain run knowing that if they win all their games, they've won the league. There is no
Simple as
other
that,
team.
really. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, it's simple as that. If they win that game against City, because they've played against Arsenal, Arsenal have no say in that conversation. So if they beat Man City, that remains the only team that could actually stake a claim to beating Liverpool at the end of the day. And if they don't do that, then we're in trouble. So we do need that game to either be a draw or a Man City win. Now, if Man City wins that game, they go above they go above Liverpool, and we will be 1 point behind them. And then if we can just go to the Etihad and
Mm.
get that win,
Yeah, it'd be massive, bro.
Yeah,
Absolutely massive. Um, yeah, look, Liverpool, and I even look at their last fixtures as well. You know, they win this game, it is really in their hands for me to go all the way, Tony.
it's
I look
really
at their
there.
fixtures and I'm like,
Mm,
other than Man City, who's really going to sit there? And I know anything can happen in the Premier League. I mean, we saw it with us last season, and like, but I really sit there and I think
mm,
the way how they've been so. I mean, they've lost 2 games this season. You know, us and
mm,
Tottenham, which they should never lost to Tottenham, by the way. They got completely robbed in that game. So you know, they've been
mm,
that consistent this season, man. And it's
mm.
safe to say, like, I look at them, I'm like, who's actually going to stop them if they beat Man City? I, I, I I'm struggling to sort of see them where they drop
Newcastle,
points.
Newcastle,
Is that is
Manchester
that is
United,
that St James's Park?
shitty Manchester United. They have one game against Manchester United, yeah. But again, do you think
Yeah.
this shitty Manchester United team will muster any courage? Yeah, no chest, no batty against your local rivals, no batty. Yeah, let's call a spade a
Yeah.
spade. Manchester United will be swallowed and devoured by Liverpool. In fact, they will
Yeah.
knock them off the park. Let's be
Yeah.
sincere. I don't want to talk too much, but I have this funny feeling that we're going to make this Manchester United fans leave their stadium after 30 minutes. I have this funny dream, man. But I won't talk. I won't say anything so that people won't start saying, "Oh, Tony, you're talking too much." But I have this feeling that we'll go into that matchup here and smash this lot at Old Trafford. Yeah, it's a banana skin game. I get that rivalry. Yeah, but where was the rivalry against City?
Mm.
Where was the chest? What was the effrontery? What was the gallantry? Yeah, what was the heart? What was the mind? Nothing. It's dead. They're dead, fam. They can't do anything. So I don't rely on them, but I do think that Liverpool will be a banana skin kind of game for Liverpool. I do think Tottenham Hotspurs might be another potential banana skin kind of game
Possibly.
for them. So probably they have two, but so do Arsenal have these teams too. We have
Yeah.
we have Tottenham Hotspurs too.
Yeah.
We also have Everton who's fighting relegation also. So these games,
Yeah, I mean, we have some. Yeah, as you said, I said before. Like even like Aston Villa, for example, coming to the Emirates, I think that'd
yeah.
be a very, very tough game. Mr. Good Evening and all
Mm.
that. Emery already done
Oh,
us
oh
once
my
this
God.
season. I mean, he knows how to out tactic Arteta, so that's no one. And as I said, I mean, obviously, I mean, you look at the big ones. You got Etihad away, Tottenham away. Yeah, I know what you said about obviously United, but as I said before, the Old Trafford record is absolutely shocking.
It's
Um,
abysmal. I get that.
it's just it's awful. But there's still some massive and still I feel think there's some tough games, and there possibly might be some upsets in there from all 3 sides, maybe. But I look at the past and look at Man City going on these mad winning streaks, and I look at their players. You know, they've got players who turn up in the big moments. You know, they don't have to play that well. City, I don't think they played that well
Mm,
against Man United personally, but they still ended up winning the game
mm,
3-1.
mm,
You know, but they have these like world class players like KDB, Rodri, you know, Haaland,
mm,
you know,
mm,
and obviously Pep Guardiola as a manager as well. You know, same with Liverpool, they've got a world class manager in Jurgen Klopp, and we have not
mm.
got a world class manager, unfortunately. Um, so you know, it is what it is, really. But I do see us. Look, I do think we can, and I said it at the start of the season. I'll say it again here, guys. I do think we can go all the way this season. I really can. I really do.
Josh says we can go all the way. Josh, we play Brentford on Saturday, final one. What do you think, man? Brentford. Brentford have shipped in 50 goals this season. See, bro.
Yeah.
See, man, this Premiership teams, yeah, they are poor. They are poor. And you know what? Yeah, we are God's gift to these teams. Yeah. We are a gift to these teams. We will pummel them. We will give them goals. Yeah. We'll put goals at the back of them. See, I know I'm sounding all cocky and squeaky, yeah, but brother, man, they see Brentford has been poor. Since Ivan Toney has come to that team, yeah, they've lost games left, right, and center because, I think they looked at that second comment of Ivan Toney as the return of the, as a return of their Lord or whatever. Yeah. And they're now channeling every kind of like chances, opportunities towards his way. And only him can, can carry that team. Mopé isn't a decent striker the way we know Ivan Tony to be. So only him can, can be at the end of things down there. So, they've lost track of what helped them at the start of the season. They don't look good. They're not scoring goals. They've just scored, I think, 25 goals this season. I think in the month of February, Arsenal have blown that away. Come on, man. They're not looking good. And they're on a serious losing streak, man. They've been beaten left, right, and center, man.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, look, this game, I mean, Brentford, yeah, as you said, I don't know what's happened to them. I remember last season, under Thomas Frank, doing a great job with them. But they had Tony for the
Big
whole
up
season.
Amy Baba. Amy Baba, big
Yeah,
ups
big
to
up,
you.
man.
Toe to
Big up.
toe. We'll go toe to toe with Man
Right.
City. Toe to toe. That's my guy. Toe to toe. Yeah, man.
Yeah, yeah, big up, man. But yeah, look, I do think, yeah, I mean, I think they're what are they sixth? They can't be 16th. Are they 15th or like 16th now? I swear they've dropped down massively, but I swear they're around like
They've
that
dropped down,
position.
man.
Yeah, but they're only having
They
a
don't
shocking
look good.
season. Man. I think, yeah, I think look, Tony missing the start of the season is massive for them. I know they haven't had Embuemo as well for majority of the season as well. So they are struggling, in terms of their injuries. But at the Emirates, I mean, we wouldn't happen last season at the Emirates, didn't we, when we played Brentford's? To be
Mm,
honest, like, look, I understand that we were, VAR and they've got to draw the lines on Tony's offside and all that. Yeah, but we were shocking that game, I thought, at the Emirates. I don't think we deserved anything out of that, really, other than probably a draw
mm,
that we got. I don't think we played
mm,
very well against Brentford. I thought Brentford actually played very well against us at the Emirates last season.
mm,
I thought Tony was causing us all types of problems, and causing problems for our defenders as well. So he's of course the main guy. He's came back. He scored a few goals. You know me, Tony. I've always spoke to you about this guy.
yeah.
He's the ideal player for me for Arsenal. But yeah, he's came back. He's been scoring a few goals. I know he hasn't been to his best, but you can expect that since he's been out for how many months. So yeah,
Mm,
look, he's the main guy to watch. Obviously, look, we at the Emirates. We've been doing pretty well at the Emirates, and I expect goals in this game as well. I don't. You know
mm,
what? I don't think it's going to be like. I mean, and I hope it is. I'm not going to lie, but I don't think it's going to be like 5-6-0 that type of game.
mm.
But I do expect us to win to beat these lot quite comfortably. I really do. And I mean, let's
But you
just say
know
this,
what? Yeah,
Tony.
we
For
said that.
me,
But again, we said that against Newcastle, and then look at what we did to
mm,
Newcastle. We said Newcastle will pose. See, with us, see, don't be
yeah,
sunk into this argument with these critics. Yeah, with this. I'm talking of this rival critics. Yeah, because they want to put Arsenal down. They don't believe we can do anything. I understand that over the years we've not done anything, but this Manchester United fans here, and Chelsea fans here, they want to put Arsenal down, and I'm not having it because they are not having a better season than us. Yeah, if it's Man City talking to me, I'll say okay, good. If it's Liverpool talking, I would say okay. But this Chelsea and Man United fans, yeah, these guys are shameless. Yeah, and they're trying to put down what Arsenal have been doing, and I'm not having it. Yeah, we're beating these teams. It was against Burnley. We beat Liverpool. Oh, Liverpool is no more a big team, right? Okay, good. Throw that away. We beat Burnley. Okay. They are the dregs of the league. Okay, good. Newcastle came to town. We beat them up. West Ham, seventh position. We beat them.
yeah,
We have to always, yeah, we have to always raise the bar. We have to always
of course.
win. So with Arsenal, even if you beat these teams, yeah, they'll always say, "Oh, they're a team in the bottom." There's always an excuse. There's always an excuse. What happened to beating the teams put in front of you? There's always an excuse. Just allow Arsenal play game by game. What's this pressure given to Arsenal to always win? I don't know, but again, I still think that this game will be an easy game, man.
Yeah, no, and yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think it's going to be comfortable. I think we're going to do the business. I think we're going to get the job done, and I actually do see us keeping a clean sheet as well. I do see us keeping another clean sheet, and yeah, I think
Mm,
we're at Emirates. I do see us putting in a good performance, which we've been playing like the past couple of games, and this is thing as well. I mean, I wouldn't change the team around at all, really, Tony. I don't know about you,
mm.
but keep how what's that saying where if it's not broken, then don't fix it.
Don't fix
Keep
it.
keep a winning team. You
Mm,
shouldn't really change a winning side who's been playing this well, of course. So yeah, I mean, it seems section wise, I keep it reasonably the same, really. The same back four, um, midfield as well. I think we're keeping it the same. And I know Partey massive that he was back, of course, against obviously Sheffield United. He came on, but I don't think we should start him straight away. I think give him off the
yeah.
bench and give him again a few more minutes off the bench because yeah, I mean you can tell like he looks a bit rusty more when he came off the bench. But so yeah, I keep the midfield the same, like Jorginho in there with Rice and Odegaard, and then the front three honestly. I think you got to keep the same. I think I'll say we'll keep it the same. Saka,
Mm,
Martinelli, and Havertz. Um, I'm a big fan of Trossard and Percy. I would maybe go Trossard.
mm.
I mean, if you want to play Havertz, but maybe drop someone and play Trossard on the win because, as I said, I'm a massive fan of Trossard. So, um, other than that, but I think you keep the team the same, Tony. You should never change a winning team, and yeah, I think we'll win
Trust,
pretty comfortably.
but Trossard had a little bit of a stinker. I know he came in, later on in that Sheffield game, but he had a stinker. See, I even have this theory here that even the substitutions that we had in that game against Sheffield United, they're not looking comfortable in it. Gabriel Jesus was more on his bum rather than and
Yeah, no,
complaining and
he
whining.
runs red.
You
Yeah,
see, I don't
yeah.
like that, and that's why I don't want him to just come into the team. He
No,
whines a lot.
we said this last week, Tony. We said this
He's now
last week. Like,
reminding me of Fernandez of Man United, that guy
yeah,
that talks too much and whines and howls. It's no more
yeah,
whining. It's like a howl. you know, you're not an owl here, yeah. He howls, yeah, and I don't like it. He whines and nags. Oh my days, Jesus! He's trying to dribble. He's trying to,
I
I
thought he
don't
was
know, man.
shocking when he came on, Tony. Personally, I,
Yeah, it
I
was
thought he was
shocking,
horrendous when he
man.
came on.
Oh,
It's like there's an occasion in the game, yeah, where he was literally through on goal. All he has to do is take a touch and shoot, and he took 2, 3 touches and he got blocked, and the shot got blocked. He took too long on the ball, and yeah, as you said, yeah,
mm,
I thought he was shocking when he came on, but Gabriel Jesus, and I think he's been shocking half his season personally as well,
mm,
as a striker. I mean, I know he stepped up in the Champions League, but
mm.
I've seen majority of the games this season. He's not been at his best. But yeah, no, as I said, I think yeah, um, you know, look, it's I want to like what happened to why didn't Smith Rowe came on as well? What happened to Smith Rowe, man?
I don't know.
You know what? We might as well just get rid of this guy. As much as I hate to say it,
Yeah,
why
yeah,
I don't understand.
he might
Like
be on his way.
I don't understand. We're 6-0 up against Sheffield
Imagine
United, yeah,
we
and he's not even come off the
rejected
bench.
40 million euros. We rejected 40 million euros to keep him on the bench. Like, I don't understand this. 40 million. Chelsea came with 40 million to take this guy off our hands, and we kept him here to keep him on the bench. Like, sincerely, I don't really understand this. So, these things have to change. But again, that's a different story altogether. I don't want to spoil, what we're having right now. He can stay on the
Yeah,
bench as far as I'm concerned. I'm in a title running right now. I don't want all these things to kind of truncate the fluidity we're having right now. And everything is good. We're scoring goals. We don't need any new extra midfielder right now, and maybe until after the summer. Where we'll likely go get a Zubrimendi, and I don't know about Thomas Partey, but we might be resigning Jorginho with what I'm hearing. I'm hearing something about 1 year contract for him with possibly an option to also give him another 1 year again. So I don't know about that, but if you ask me, Jorginho deserves a 1 year contract. How about that? if Cedric the Entertainer still in this football club and still has a contract, yeah, why can't we give Jorginho, who has actually contributed to gameplay and to to our intricate setup this season, uh, uh,
Mm.
and Cedric is still down here. El Neni still has a contract in this football club. Why should we argue on giving Jorginho a contract?
Oh, I think obviously he's going to get a new contract, and I actually don't mind him getting a new contract for another extension as well. Personally, I think other than the Tottenham game where he gave away that awful goal, I think he's been very very good. I just think he's been a
Mm,
decent signing, and I think, as I said, you can play him for these big games as well, and he's really stepped up. Like Liverpool, he's man of the match. When we played Man City, he
yeah.
played really well. When we played Newcastle, for these types of games, say for Champions League as well, I think you can play him because, as I said, like he's a lot more better playing there than for me
Mm,
Havertz is because he allows Declan Rice to have that freedom, and he's a
mm,
player who is not world class. He's not like and he's getting older. He's about 33 now, but you can rely on him. He can get the job done. He has that experience. He's won Champions League with Chelsea. He's won Euros with Italy as well. He's won. Yeah, he's been there and he's played in these big occasions. And I think he does his job really, Jorginho. And
mm.
I honestly, and because we let's be honest with it, we've seen how poor Arsenal are when it comes to selling players. Yeah, when the guy's
Yeah,
33, we were not going to get anything from him anyway. So
yeah.
you know what? I don't mind really giving him a 1 year extension. And as you said, I mean, there's players who still here like Cedric the Entertainer,
Cedric,
teaching the dog
Eddie has a
love to
contract
teach. Yeah,
in this team. Why can't we give Jorginho? Because I'm seeing some people saying, "Oh, why should we give Jorginho a contract?" Hey, man, we have Cedric here earning money from this football club. We have Eddie Nketiah getting 100 per week in this football club. He still has a contract. Yeah. So throw all those
correct.
players away, sell them off in the summer, give Jorginho 1 year contract, pay as you go. So, make it a pay as you go. Yeah. How about that? So, so if he doesn't perform next season, out you go. But still, we still need to bring in another replacement for Thomas Partey because I think Thomas Partey will be on his way out this season
Yeah,
at the end of the season. So definitely, Zubimendi might be coming in because I heard that deal has already been closed. We're just respecting Real Sociedad. So, but again, let's see what happens, man. See, Josh, man, what do you have coming up, man? And big up to Egon Kowalski. Egon
yeah,
Kowalski.
yeah,
Big up to you, man. How you doing, man? Big up to you. Please smash the like and subscribe to our channels and always join us, man. We're gunners and me and Josh, we're real talkers. We say what happens in the football club. We say as it is. We don't sugarcoat. If we win, we talk about the win and we're happy. If we lose, we criticize.
yeah,
That's how we run our stuff. If you give us good plays, we around you. If you don't, we talk about you. It's as simple as that. No agendas, nothing. Just pure. If you don't give us what we want as goodness, then you take the criticism. But most of all, this is a season where Mikel Arteta has to win a trophy for us, man. We can't overstate,
yeah, for sure.
that situation. We need to win a trophy this season, either the Champions League or the Premiership. FC Porto, we need to beat FC Porto next week. I don't know about you, Josh. What you think? I think we might have to talk about that one next week on your channel,
Yeah,
man. But
yes.
but again, what do you have coming up, man?
Yeah, Tony, it's been a pleasure, man. Absolute pleasure as always. Thank you very much for having me. So yeah, I always love, talking Arsenal with you. And yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to doing this show more consistently as well. And
Yeah,
yeah, great first episode. And yeah, big up to you as always, man. But yeah, coming up on the channel, guys. As I said, I do daily Arsenal content every single day. We do obviously Arsenal news, match reactions,
mm,
previews, opposition previews. I'm starting a podcast as well. New shows, of course, this one in particular with Tony. And yeah, we basically just do daily. I do a few other football content here and there as well for other games, like the big other games as well.
Mm,
And yeah, we basically do it every single day. We're on the road to 7K now. So yeah, I'd really appreciate anyone new watching if they could drop me a sub. It would really mean a lot. So yeah, man, it's been absolutely a great show today, man. And big up to you, big up to your chat as well, man. And yeah, thanks for having
yeah.
me on, man.
Yeah, sure. See, definitely, guys. See, this is the first episode of the Arsenal Vault, which is a new show, of me and Josh. So next week you have to come down to Josh's channel and support. Josh, do you have your share
Mul- like the
stuff?
multi-stream, you mean?
Yeah, multi-stream. Does it
Yeah,
work on your
yeah, yeah,
channel?
yeah. Yeah, we can do
Oh,
it
okay.
like on both. Like we can what's it called? Yeah, like combine them together, like multi-stream it, can't we?
Yeah, definitely. We can do that also. So, so we'll have to do that. Although I've not paid my subscription yet, I'll have to do that later on.
Yeah.
I have to do that later on, man. But see, guys, I'll be on his channel for the episode 2. So it's 1 week on my channel, 1 week on his channel. So, me and Josh will be looking at, a lot more. And again, Josh, I would really like if we could look into some transfers, look into some
Mm,
rumors, and you could get some of all this screen share stuff so that we could
yeah.
talk about some of the rumors out there, and just look at what the news is up and about Arsenal too. So we'll be bringing all those things into our show, not just only talking but also looking at the rumors out there. Big ups to Hanif. He says great show. Thank you, Hanif, man. Hanif, please make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you also subscribe to the channel, man. Hanif, man, big ups to you, my brother, man. And please keep coming here and keep showing us some love down here. Guys, tomorrow it's a new show I have here, which is one with big hitters also. Yeah, I have up to 4 members of this new show that are coming tomorrow, the Premier League Talk Factory. So join me tomorrow. Yeah, Fan Nation TV, Back of the Net, my brother podcast, Richard from Lion Tech TV. Andrew will be down here with us, and of course I'll be down here. It's gonna be, we've got lots of laughs, lots of banter. We'll banter Manchester United. We'll laugh at them. We'll talk about Arsenal. We'll talk about Man City and Liverpool. We'll do lots of stuff. And to be in a bantry, laughy way. And it's gonna be comical. Yeah, and join me and Can't Stop, Won't Stop on Friday. That will be a big one. Yeah, see, it's the X-rated rant. That one, just join us on Friday. Me and football bands will be here around 5 o'clock also on Friday. So check me and bands out, and also check that one with Can't Stop, Won't Stop on Friday. See ya from me and Josh. We are out.